Welcome back. This is hats only. No, I'm just kidding.
Hat day.
This is it's hat day. You know what I'm saying? It's
Senior
not
hat
even
day.
senior hat day because we're old, right? Cool, grandma.
Something like that. You remember at school when the seniors used to get cool days? Did that happen
Yes,
then? Yeah.
and I never understood that.
No, I think now they're more inclusive though, because I feel like when my nieces have days like that, it's the whole school. It's not just the seniors.
Yeah,
But they used to be like senior spirit week, and it would be like, why didn't the rest of the school get spirit?
right.
Never made
It's
sense.
like all type of ridiculous stuff.
Yeah, but it's Hat
Yeah.
Day over here on weeknights.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And
But
yeah, this is weeknights.
I'm Dashing D, aka Dash. Why did I forget that one?
I was,
A-
I was like, she about to say something fly.
no, aka the real king of R&B, aka your cool grandma, but not really, aka Vamoose.
Definitely, but not really. Oh, she left. Good job. I was like, I went like this, closed one eye, and when I opened it, you were
Oh,
gone.
yeah,
You really
Vamoose.
did vamoose.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I'm JD, aka He Who Pods.
You're very
That's
low
it.
energy today.
I'm tired.
Normally you're like, and I am JD.
Nah, I'm tired today.
Yeah.
Today I don't want to anything. You know what I'm saying? I
You
don't want to
just
pod.
want
I don't want to
day.
work. I just want to. Right, it's just one of those days. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's hot, and I got a hat on. You know,
Oof.
my landlord got the heat on ridiculous numbers.
Oh my gosh, for
And
70-degree
it's a
weather?
beautiful. Right, I'm about to say, and it's a beautiful spring day. There should be no heat on at all. Yeah.
It was first of all, I just want to say that the groundhog was correct. But also Groundhog Day.
Okay, I know what you're referencing. I just did not expect them because black people don't talk about the groundhog. So you caught me all the way off guard with that.
Yeah,
The
the groundhog.
groundhog is a white people thing. I'm not trying to be racist, but I never heard a black person talk about the groundhog.
Well, it's on the calendar. So but the groundhog was correct. It is warm in the New York tri-state today, almost 70 degrees. But I was gonna ask a question and now I don't remember.
Okay.
So it's fine. But yeah, it's yeah, you should be more uplifted and upbeat because it's, spring is coming.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yes.
Today's my midweek at
Yeah.
work. So I'm like, all right, whatever, man. Let's just get through it.
Yeah. No, I understand. I understand. Well,
But
what
I
we
am
got going on?
excited.
Hmm.
What'd you say?
No, go ahead. What are you excited about?
The Crow. So yesterday we spoke about a bad '90s remake, or so it
Mhm.
seems.
Yeah.
We spoke about the sneak peek trailer of a '90s remake. Don't tell mom the babysitter's dead. And that did not look awesome, and we spoke about that yesterday. But today we'll speak about a remake that does look good, which is The Crow. The Crow is a '90s movie that the original starred Brandon Lee, the son of Bruce Lee. And he had a terrible death on set. And I believe it was on set. Anyway, point being, The Crow was an awesome movie, especially the first one with Brandon Lee. They later went on to make a bunch more. People usually know the three of them, but I think there's four. And that first one is a classic. And so they are remaking The Crow, and the trailer looks awesome.
It does. It stressed me out. Like my body was reacting to it. It stressed me out, but it does look good, but it stressed me out. There was a lot going on.
Love it.
That
That's
was 3
exactly
days
how
of stress.
that's how The Crow is.
Yeah. I said,
That's
ooh,
exactly
blood?
yes, lots of blood.
Right. No, once the plastic was a part of the equation, I said, oh,
Yes.
this okay. I get it.
Yes.
Yep. I get it.
Very exciting. Can't wait. Very excited about this. My only hope
Mm-hmm.
is that the trailer was not better than the upcoming movie.
Well, I mean, they've got to fill in some of those blanks there, so maybe
Yeah,
not.
but
Maybe it'll be good.
sometimes a trailer shows you the whole movie, and then the villain parts, you'd be like, this is bogus. Give me the trailer again, because this is trash.
I mean, it does look like they showed us the whole movie, but in a good way.
I
I don't
think
know.
because,
I'm
oh,
sorry.
you first.
I was gonna say I don't know. It's kind of like what I say with spoilers. Sometimes it's okay not for it to be bad, not for the movie to be bad, but sometimes it's okay for you to see the things that are gonna draw you in. You know, I know that's not the case for everybody. Everybody doesn't feel that way, but I think that's why they do it, right? Because they're trying to like they want boom, 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 boom. That's kind of how this trailer was. It was like one thing after another, and it makes you want to fill in those blanks, even if they gave you the entire sequence of the movie, because that's what it looks like they did. But yeah, I don't know. Just a
I
thought.
think because it's a remake of a cult classic,
Mm-hmm.
that they probably feel like, well, people already know this
That's
story, so
hmm
we just gonna show them enough to get them in the seats.
that's fair.
Which I'll be there. I'll be in the seat.
Yeah, no, I realize that. I
Yeah,
realize
absolutely. But
I'm gonna need my blankie for that if I go see this movie. I joke, I don't have a blankie, but I'm just thinking. I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh. How I was
got
watching
it.
the trailer.
Yes, it is definitely intense, gory, graphic.
Bone chilling.
Oh, and that's my lane right there. Love that. So I'm very excited about The Crow. I just hope they don't mess it up, because I would love to see a resurgence of the Crow franchise, of the
Yep.
Crow films. And also, I don't know any of the people in this trailer. Like, oh, not the guy and the girl anyway. I know like one actor. Uh,
Yeah. Well, what isn't FKA Twigs does she sing or rap?
I don't know.
I think FKA Twigs makes music. I think that's where people would know her from.
Oh, I was about to ask, is that the girl or the guy? Because I don't even know.
Girl.
Uh,
Um uh, yeah, and then I recognized the one guy.
yeah, with the suit,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. FKA Twigs is a artist. Okay. Yeah. Spotify. Okay.
I thought so. I used to listen to a podcast um that would highlight music. The hosts would highlight music they were listening to at the time, and I remember one of them talking about um FKA Twigs. But outside of that, I don't have any knowledge of, you know.
Oh, she's got a Calvin Klein ad.
Okay,
Yeah, more than one.
that's cool. So, musician, model, actor.
Yep.
Okay,
That's what it looks like.
I dig that. I dig.
Yeah, I don't know her music, and I'm not gonna play it at this point.
Yeah, I didn't expect you to.
But yes, so very good. I didn't know who that was, honestly. But she's got lots of listeners on Spotify, so she ain't no small fry, Dylan.
About Dylan, and
That's right.
Dylan.
5 hottest rappers of all time.
Yep. And don't you forget it.
ever. But yeah, I think that's cool that they used upcoming people. Um, it was similar in The Crow. The Crow didn't have huge stars, especially as the main characters in the
Hmm.
originals. So it makes sense that they didn't have like, Zendaya be the main character of this first one. You know what I'm saying? Or fucking Tom Holland's, or you know what I mean? Like
Isn't that
Robert.
Zendaya's boyfriend? Is that
Yeah,
why
that's why I thought of him
is
next.
that why your mind went there? Because I'm like,
It is.
that's how I know that name. That name is always associated with the first name you said.
Well, I thought of him and the fact that he's the star of the Spider-Man movies.
Okay. Okay.
So
I don't know a lot about him. I just know that whenever
he's got other projects too. I haven't seen any of them though, I'll be honest.
Mhm.
I've seen all the Spider-Man stuff, all the Marvel stuff, but I
Oh,
haven't seen his other projects. But my
you've,
point is it makes
you've
sense
even
that it's
seen my
not like
family.
Chris Evans or some star,
Right.
being the first one. It makes sense that it's like someone we're not familiar with. And maybe people in the comments are familiar with this dude and the other actors. I'm saying I'm not. I'm saying it's not an A-list celebrity is my point.
Well, my question was going to be: is it because does the do the previous movies do they progress with the same characters? They don't. That's interesting.
Typically, okay, it's a good question. So typically in the Crow movies, the person dies, as you see in the trailer, and then
Hmm.
they are resurrected kind of to get revenge or solve a problem, which are usually the same thing. Um, and so they come back seeking vengeance and to right wrongs.
Hmm.
Once that's done, so are they. They can now rest.
Oh, I get that. Okay, all right, that makes
And
sense.
here's the plot twist:
That's real.
sometimes you don't get to finish the mission.
Ooh, so you come back, or you somewhere plotting the next move.
No, like you just die and don't get to finish.
Oh, oh, I don't like
Yeah,
that.
because it's like not.
You're
I'm
in
not gonna say it's
purgatory.
timed. I'm not gonna say it's timed, but it's like your power diminishes.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm intrigued.
yeah. Maybe add that to your old movie review list. The Crow number one, the original.
The Crow number one. Oh my gosh, I gotta, you know, gotta
After you see Bad Boys 3.
and take a sedative. Um, as
All right, next topic.
long as I don't come to the pod that way. I've tried to pod that way once, and anyway. So next topic. Speaking of pods, speaking of creating content contentually,
Hmm.
I'm gonna watch this Elon Musk interview on Monday. Contentually, now
Who's Elon Musk interview?
I'm about to say it.
Okay.
Contentually, I would never, ever, ever, ever care to watch an interview where Elon Musk is being interviewed. I just want to be clear about that.
Okay.
But what I do want to do is support a good fella.
Robert De Niro?
No,
Joe Pesci?
Browner. Anyway, Don Lemon. We talked about this recently. How Don Lemon is starting his own show.
Yeah.
He's making his comeback with his hefty, hefty, hefty pockets. He can do whatever he wants to do,
Yes.
and he is coming back with his own show, the Don Lemon Show. And his first guest on his show, which will debut on YouTube and X, apparently,
Hmm.
is with Elon Musk.
Yep.
And it's already creating some buzz.
Yep.
Which Elon Musk is someone people talk about often, but this was surprising to me that there was buzz around this. And we could all be, they could be, this could be a whole ploy. This could be a whole rollout.
Yep.
But I'm
You
kind of
beat
here
me to
for
it.
it. I'm kind of here for it. According to Don Lemon, him and Elon Musk are at odds because during the interview they had some tense moments. I don't know what that means, which is why I'm tuning in on Monday.
Correct.
Um I want to know what it means. And they so Elon Musk is upset, and if you don't know much about Elon, what you should know is that when he gets upset, he retaliates. Um, that is something that people know.
Yep.
Ask his former employees. Um, so they are at odds, and according to Don Lemon, he has taken down, like he has ended the deal that Don Lemon had with X. I don't know exactly what the deal was. I'm assuming that the deal was to have his show run on X in
Yeah.
addition to YouTube. So it is still going to be running on X on Monday, assuming that's because it is Elon Musk. But apparently the deal is over. And Don Lemon said, "Well, listen, he's upset. We had a run in, and I'm still putting it out." And when I saw that, I said energy, okay? Because still put it out.
Yeah.
Definitely put it out. I want to know what the hell he said.
Oh, you didn't. There's a clip.
Is there a clip? I didn't see the clip.
Don Lemon asked him about uh hate speech and about um the rise in certain types of tweets,
Mm-hmm.
and does he feel responsible? Does he feel like he needs to work on that on the platform? And Elon Musk cut him off and said, "I don't have to answer these questions. I don't have to answer any questions from journalists. The only reason I did this interview with you is because you have a deal with X. We have a deal, and you asked for this interview. If not, I wouldn't even do this interview." That's what he said.
Then why do it?
I don't know.
I
That's
guess
he. Well, he says that's why. He said
I guess
because
it was.
he's on the platform, so he was doing him a solid. That's the clip.
I no, I believe you. I'm just thinking to myself that I guess I was gonna say I guess it's a big get for Don Lemon, but Don Lemon is also Don Lemon, and he could interview a bunch of pretty important people.
Yep.
To
Uh.
me, this sounds very much like part of the deal we made is that you do this interview, but who initially Elon Musk is making it sound like he's doing it as a favor, but is there a
Yeah.
world where Don Lemon did it as a favor?
I don't think so. Not when you're launching your show on my platform. In a statement, I'm reading this from CNN Business, by the way. Since people like to say people on the internet make shit up. So according to CNN Business, in a
Mm-hmm.
statement, X defended Musk's decision to pull the plug on its agreement with Lemon. Quote, "The Don Lemon Show is welcome to publish its content on X
Okay.
without censorship, as we believe in providing a platform for creators to scale their work and connect with new communities." The company said in a statement, quote, "However, like any enterprise, we reserve the right to make decisions about our business partnerships, and after careful consideration, X decided not to enter into a commercial partnership with the show." His approach was basically just CNN, but on social media, which doesn't work, as evidenced by the fact that CNN is dying, Elon Musk wrote. And instead of being the real Don Lemon, it was just former CNN chief Jeff Zucker talking through Don, so it lacked authenticity. That is what Elon Musk has tweeted.
And again, I'm gonna watch it because I want to see for myself.
I, I feel you, player.
Because I don't know, something doesn't smell right to me, but I don't know what it is yet. I'm not sure,
Well,
and
you
I
beat me to it. I
be.
totally was wondering, is this a rollout or is this real? Because today, in the words of Ice from the Joe Budden podcast, everything is a rollout.
Everything is, but the fact that they put out a statement about it makes me. I feel like the statement could have been more vague if they were messing around with us. Um, I think Don Lemon is a good journalist in that he realized he could totally leverage this, which is why, hence the video I saw on TikTok earlier where he's like, I'm putting it out anyway. Like, ain't no thing,
Right.
so you guys can see. But yeah, I just want to see I want to see it to its entirety and be able to, because I hear what Elon Musk is saying, but in context, I wonder what that looks like. Like, did something piss him off before that? Was it just that?
Right.
You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean, and here's what else I know. I know two things are true. Number one, Don Lemon is not afraid to sue and get his money.
Oh, listen.
Because we just covered how he got 25 mil from CNN for how they fired him. And
Hey,
number
hey,
two,
cousin, I'm here. If you need me to do something like go get your dry cleaning or whatever. I don't walk dogs, but maybe if you need me to pick up something from the store for the dogs, I could do that.
Petco runs.
Will dogs be there? Never mind. I could do other things though. I could buy the groceries. I could cook the groceries. Okay. Whatever you need me to do, just put me on salary and
We'll make it happen.
yeah.
Number two, I know that Elon Musk has no problem changing his mind. And if this shit does numbers,
Yeah.
Elon Musk will gladly say, you know what?
Come on back.
Let's give him another chance.
Mm-hmm.
We'll work with Don Lemon. The contract is back. Don't worry.
Right.
Yes. So that's what I know. Those are the two things I know. And so I'm curious to see what will happen moving forward.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I want to know who the future guests are. I'm a lot more curious about who comes after Elon Musk than
Right.
himself. I don't really care that much about Elon Musk, but again, I wanna know like what if a deal broke off of this. I just want to know like more about it
Right.
and
No, I
support Don
understand that.
Lemon because sometimes he behave. We said this already. Sometimes he behaves badly, but not to the degree that we don't want to support him. It's not you know. So
Right.
I don't know, but we'll see. Monday, 3/18.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like a lot of interesting interviews are coming in the next couple days. But we'll get to that
All the
another
races.
time.
Yep.
Oof. Thanks. Let's hit this last topic. Eric Sermon has come forward and tried to encourage his friend, and I think someone he admires based on the way he worded it,
Mm-hmm.
Andre 3000. I'm going to paraphrase here, not quote, but Eric Sermon basically said that he heard what, Andre 3000 said about making hip hop music,
Mm-hmm.
and that he shouldn't worry about what the kids say or what others will say and how they'll criticize him that he is too creative and too important and too innovative to continue to stay quiet. And so, yes, Andre 3000, Eric Sermon wants you to make music. To that, you say what?
I think it's good for him to have his peers, you know, encourage him. I I think that I think that he's been, like it or not, I think that he's been vulnerable about his insecurities around making rapping at the age that he's at. I also think that the more I process what he said, Andre 3000, it's very relatable to all of us, probably in different ways, but it's something that can resonate with all of us, where you may get to a certain point in life and wonder, am I still able to do this? Does this make sense? Am I making the wrong decision here? Or should I just shelf this dream that I had? It doesn't necessarily have to be about your age. It could be, or it could be for some other reason that maybe it's not, to other people doesn't seem like it means much. Like it's not. So what if you're 48? There's people who rap at 48. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's something that's relatable to all of us. Um, so I think it's a good thing to not only see his peers doing it, but also to hear other people who are um in the same industry, in the same lane as him, say, hey, like, what, we want to hear from you because you are an icon. And why would, if you want to make the music, put the music out. I think everybody is begging 3000 right now. Just make rap, please. Put it out. Give us one song. I think people would be satisfied if they got one song from him, you know? Um, so I think it's really cool that Eric Sermon showed his admiration for him, and but also like kind of tried to encourage him and give him a little push and let him know that his voice still matters. I mean, the flute is cool and everything. That's fine. But you are so, you can be so impactful with your voice. And he's one of those people that we will, like Eric Sermon said, we will listen. We will stop and listen. Like that's not, and I think this is why I'm hoping that he turns the corner on this 3000, because I think that we showed him that. I think that people showed him that by supporting the Flute album the way they did. That people will get behind what he's doing. I mean, he's doing a whole tour. He's going to be at Roots. Like,
Yep. Yes, he
he
will.
is out and about. I'm very sad that I missed him at the Blue Note, but he is out and about performing this Flute album. And I'm hoping that maybe somewhere at some point he just like puts down the flute in the middle of the performance and it's like, fuck it. Let me give y'all some bars.
Okay.
But it seems to me that he's a little bit, he might be a bit consumed by his thoughts around too old for this. I don't know why you're too old for rap, but just the right age for the flute. That would be my question to him. Like, if your windpipe works, what's
Well,
the
he said in the GQ interview
Mhm.
that while he has many internal debates about rap,
Yeah.
about writing raps and recording raps and releasing rap songs, that he has a new love for flute instruments and that he is in the phase of just discovery and creation, and it's exciting to him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he said in the GQ interview a couple months back, that this is new and exciting for me, and rap is not. I will always love rap, but I don't really know what to do there anymore. I
Okay.
think that although this is the first time we hear him express, I don't know what to do there anymore, that this is not the first time he's felt that way.
Mm-hmm.
His last album was not a rap album.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, not Stankonia. Speakerbox / Love Below was not a rapidy rap album. It
Mm-hmm.
was not the typical Outcast album. It was Andre 3000 doing other things, right?
Mm-hmm.
The
That's
the
true.
the, the big record, the two big records, you know, from there with him, he's not really rapping much.
That's true.
And most of that album is singing. And today is, whatever, but that was a long time ago today. And yeah, that's the number one selling rap album in history, and that's awesome. But I think he told us a long time ago, I don't really know what to do here anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he likes the business of it, the industry politics of it,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want to deal with that and be criticized about my old man raps.
Yeah.
I think that's very clear today. And so where I hear Eric Sermon encouraging him, I think it's falling on deaf ears. I don't think Andre 3000 cares about Lil Wayne or Eric Sermon publicly saying, like, we want to hear your raps, we look up to you, you're amazing. I think those things are nice for him to hear, but I don't think he cares about that. He is enveloped in this flute stuff, in this tour, in this music creation, etc. And we either have to accept it or not. I think that's it. And yeah, it has nothing to do with age, because his contemporaries are still rapping and doing very well at
Mm-hmm.
rapping. If we're talking about skill and ability, yeah, there's plenty of people he can look around and see that are his age or his peers, quote unquote, from when he was out, even his freshman class, they didn't do this back then, but even the outcast freshman class,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there's plenty of them still doing it. Or most of Wu-Tang is still doing stuff and doing well at it.
Mm-hmm.
Jay-Z is still, people loved his last album. I didn't, but people loved the Jay-Z's last album. Jay-Z's about to drop an album at some point this year. We know Jay-Z did
Even though he's
exceptionally.
lying about it.
Yes. Um Jay-Z did exceptionally well on God Did. That was that level of rapping. Um Nas dropped 6 albums in 2 years with quality music. So I'm not saying that to champion the people I'm fans of. I'm saying if this was simply, and even Big Boy is still rapping and putting out music. So if this was simply about his contemporaries, about his peers, and not having enough examples of that, well, then that would have been a wash a long time ago. It's not about age. It's not about his peers. It's about his mental state. It's about his uh
I'm so sad.
block, his self-created block
Mm-hmm.
of creativity, which is fine. I'm not saying that to diss him. I'm just explaining, because the things that you said, I can tell you artists think about all the time. Am I still good enough? Am I still skilled enough? Should I still do this? Are there new things for me to say? Are there
Mm-hmm.
new things for me to do?
Yeah.
Artists think about that all the time. And so that's not a new thought. So it's just that his heart's not in it right now. And who knows, maybe it will be someday. But I don't think this encouraging, very nice words, these encouraging and very nice words are going to do anything. I think he is very much committed to the journey of creating this wind based instrumental music, which is, that's the words he used. in the GQ interview. I didn't watch any of the interviews afterwards, so I don't know about those.
Well, that's what I don't remember which interview this was, but he did an interview that I remember where he said, that's why I brought up the age thing, because there's a quote from him saying, I'm 48, like, what am I
That was
doing
GQ.
rapping?
He
Was
said,
it?
"I'm 48 years old. What do I rap about? Going to get a colonoscopy?"
Yeah. And I think he continued to say that on his tour that he was on for a while. So,
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's bullshit. It's not about age. It's about what's going
right.
on up here.
I mean,
Because there are 50 plus year old rappers killing it. You can go look up a recent video of KRS-One going nuts in the studio from
mhm,
like 2023 or 2022. And KRS-One is 50 plus.
right. Yeah.
So it's not an age thing.
Well,
He's using that as an excuse because he has a creative block. That's what I'm saying.
no, I hear what you're saying.
Which is okay. It's okay to have a creative block. I'm not hating on his creative block or his his desire to explore wind-based instruments and what does it sound like for me to create with this, even though I'm a baby in the expertise level of wind-based instruments. All his words, not
Yeah.
mine. And I think that's fine. It's okay to discover something new and exciting and want to just do that. It happens all the time with a show, with a person you're interested in a creative thing you like, you know. You see it all the time. People just pick up another thing and it's like, oh man, I forgot all about that other thing. I mean, I've been podcasting the last couple years like it's running out of style. And I have dropped one song in the last couple of years. People ask me about music all the time. So I understand exactly what he's going through. It's just like, you know, stop playing with us. You keep lying and changing what you're saying. That's my beef, which I've already said in the past. But I don't think the encouraging words are going to change anything
Hmm. Well, that's unfortunate.
because you want to hear Andre 3000 raps.
Mhm.
Got you. I think
I
I
mean,
think
don't we?
I would like to hear them when he believes it's time to do them. I don't want to hear, well, everyone keeps asking me for it, so I'll go do it. Sure.
Oh well, yeah. I don't. When I say that, I don't mean that he should do it when he's not passionate about it or his heart is not in it. Like I don't think
So
that. But I do think that if his issue is that he's not able to connect, or he's having trouble seeing himself doing it at this point because he's removed himself so much from it. I think it's okay to I think it's okay for him to try to find a way um to do that. But no, I don't think he should just fine guys. I
right,
don't that's not that's that's not at all what I'm saying. I'm just saying I'm glad that uh, people are reaffirming that it doesn't matter how old you are, and we know how talented you are, and that's what we're talking about when we say, oh, we want to see you rap and whatever. It's not that all those things, all those doubts that you hold yourself, we don't have those feelings about you. We're not
right,
thinking that of you. Um, and you have to get to that place on your own. That's not really something that other people can fix for you.
right,
Um, but I do think that it's okay to, make people feel encouraged and, whatever. So yeah, I mean, he got to get to a good place, or maybe he never will get to a good place. I don't know.
right. And so that's where I'm at with it too. If he gets inspired and says, "All right, after that wind-based instrument stuff, I've done that. I did a great album and a great tour. I'm ready to rap." Then I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I just don't want you to keep playing games with us because it's ridiculous.
He can even rap to the flute music.
Now I gotta go see you at Roots playing the fucking flute.
I
You wanna see
mean,
that?
you don't want to see that though?
No, because he said he didn't want to do. Don't get me started. We did this already.
Yeah, Glow.
Yeah, Glow. Right. Exactly. Nah, Dre.
All right. Well, we know how you feel, so we can
Yeah,
wrap
don't
this
get me.
up.
I'm not gonna go back down that rabbit hole.
All right. Well, I think that's it, right?
Yes, and shout out to Eric Sermon and Lil Wayne for showing love to this man, to showing the love and appreciation for this innovative, creative, extremely talented hip hop act, even if he's not doing hip hop. I do think that we should say that because we're saying good stuff about Andre, but let's also show love to the cats who
Oh
are
yeah.
showing love in the era of hate speech.
No, that's absolutely true. I love that this happened. I love that Eric Sermon said something. I love that Lil Wayne said something. Um, and I don't think they're the only ones. I think a lot of people share those sentiments, and
Yeah,
probably will probably hear other people say it. Because there are a lot of people who also feel incredibly inspired by him.
yeah.
So, you know, but you always know when it's time to go when people start talking outside. I don't know if you can hear that, but
I,
yeah. All right.
well, that's it for weeknights. We will see y'all tomorrow.